Welcome to Fifth and Grace. This is your Scorpio Season Tarot Reading. Can you believe we are already in Scorpio season? Our spicy friends who tell it like it is. Passionate people, absolutely, and I love that. I love that. But here's a reading for all of us, specifically our Scorpio friends, but I invite you to receive this for yourself. I've popped a couple links at the top of the description of this video. One is to my Samhain/Halloween call. It will be live on the 30th of October. The link is there. We're going to be pulling tarot cards. We've got a meditation. It's going to be a beautiful time. There are 2 sessions. So there's one in the afternoon for me and one in the evening for me. So our friends overseas and our friends in North America have time slots that will suit them. You can jump into both parts of the call or just one, whatever suits you. There's the link is there. It'll take you to a form. You just fill it in. It'll send you to the payment instructions, and then you get signed up. People are signing up for it and not paying for it. So I'm not sure that you understand that this is a paid offer. So if you have done that and you have not paid me yet, you will not be receiving the link, because I do keep track of who's paid and who hasn't paid. So if you're sitting there on the 30th wondering why you didn't get the link, I've been sitting wondering why I haven't received a payment. So there we go. There we go. There it is. The unsexy parts of running a business. You gotta pay. I also have my Samhain/Halloween tarot reading on special. It is only available for the month of October. The price and the offer expires. It goes back into the vault at midnight on the 31st. So if you want to grab it, you can get it now. And then if you don't have time for the session until November, then that's okay. So if on the 31st you're like, I want this, and you get it, we'll do your reading in November. And you can do it on Zoom, or I can just send you a little video like this, okay? Keep an eye out for my Yule call. If you would like to get in on that, it's a very magical evening of beautiful meditation, visualizations, readings, stories, all kinds of things. It's and gifts for everybody. So absolutely, you will want to get in on that. The link to get on my mailing list is called Join My VIP List. Get in there so that you don't miss it, because if you're depending on algorithms, this is why you're missing things. So get on the mailing list, and I think that's it. Okay, we're going to dive in. Sorry, everybody. No, I'm not sorry. I got to market my business here, okay? So, and again, thank you to all my supporters, the people who like, the people who comment, the people who have subscribed, leave super chats, all of it. There is a member area. So if you buy a membership, once I get to 10 members, I'm going to start doing members only stuff where everyone will get to come in and get readings and exclusive offers and things like that, that you don't have to like go off of YouTube to receive. So the membership button is there. Please help yourself. Please give it a little tickle. Okay, first card, baby tarot readers, ready to write this down. My current energy this season. Where are we here? The 4 of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of people stuck, not knowing what to do, not knowing what move to make next. Totally understandable. Everything is so uncertain right now around the world. Well, there's a couple countries where everybody's good, where everything's just fine. Everybody knows exactly what path they're on. But for most of us living in like G7 countries and all these with like woke leaders and things like that, we don't know what's coming. You know, I just saw a thing that a politician's going to make a massive pivot that's going to piss off everybody. And I'm like, okay, great. As long as it's not pissing off me, then I'll be fine. You know, everything's in flux right now. We could have an election before Christmas in Canada. I don't think we will, but there's that. It's a possibility on the table right now. So I feel like everybody's just kind of stuck where we don't know. We're just trying to, you know, when you're on a boat and you're just hanging on, you know, just like trying to keep things steady. I feel like that's the energy right now, because nobody knows what move to make. And what's happening is it's actually becoming quite stagnant. So for me, I live in Canada. This has been going on for 5.5 years. I can't actually really conjure in my mind what life was before 2020. I have memories, I have photos, but I'm like, how did I feel? I don't remember. I know how I felt for the last 5.5 years. So it's that kind of thing where we're all just almost like being held hostage emotionally, mentally, spiritually by world leaders and by situations and the economy and everything else. So yeah, that's basically the energy right now. It's if I feel like we all need to just go to a rage room or go to a field and scream to just expel some energy. If you can't, burn some sage and like sit in prayer and burn sage. Buy it from native people, because if they're growing it and selling it, buy it from them. Or if you grow it yourself, then use your own. Don't go to Temu to buy sage. Don't do that. Yeah, if you can't burn sage or you don't have access to it, use bells. We got to change up the energy. So use bells to change the frequency and vibration of your home at the very least. Use bells on yourself, like shake them around yourself. I don't know where my bell is. I put my pumpkin here for October, and I'm not sure where my little bell went. It's somewhere. I have it behind here. So behind here, I have a tray with all my bits and pieces on it. So it's probably over there, but just a bell. Use a bell to change up the energy of your home, of yourself. Start there. I would start there. We need to kind of shake off this stagnant, toxic energy, because it does become very toxic. And eventually we all have to make a move. Eventually we all have to do something. So if you're uncertain, then meditate, pray, ask your guides, ask for visions, ask people around you, you know, what to do, what their opinions are, what their thoughts are, and then do what feels right for you. All right, what patterns have been getting in the way of me living my best life? Never giving anything enough time, effort, energy, or work to actually play out. I see a lot of people are constantly jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. This is the magic cure. This is the business, the new business. You know what I mean? And we all know people who do this. Like every week they've got a new thing, and it's very chaotic energy. There's people I see every week, they launch a new business. Like they dump the business they launched last week because they didn't make $1 million last week. So they're like, no, this is the new business. We got to stop doing that. You know, if you want, let's just take YouTube, for example. Since we're all here on YouTube watching this, I see people who will say, I posted a video and got no likes. And it's like, okay, well, how many videos do you have? How many subscribers do you have? No, I just started my channel this week. No one subscribed, no one liked, no one watched my video. And it's like, well, yeah, you got to give it a lot of time and effort and energy and work to grow your audience, to grow your channel. What people don't realize is that in the background of YouTube, the bots and the algorithm and everything's working together to find the audience for your videos. And if your videos are not reaching your target audience, you need to make some changes, whether it be with your hashtags, your description, your titles, your thumbnail, anything like that, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and that's the same with life. That's the same with our spiritual life. And, you know, that while we're sitting here crying that we don't know what to do, everything's working in the background for us energetically, spiritually, with the angels and the ancestors and the guides and the universe and our karma and blah, 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 blah. It's all working together. You just have to make a move. You just have to believe. And often I have found that when I make the decision to do something, suddenly the path is clear. When I take that first step towards something, suddenly all the doors open. And one of the spiritual laws of success is the law of least effort. So if it's easy, you're on the right path. Don't gaslight yourself into believing life has to be hard, that everything has to be a struggle to be worthwhile. No, take the easy path, the kinder, gentler way for me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, third card. What can I focus on to release this pattern? Oh, bossing up. I'm going to look up the timing of this card to see what might be coming up. Oh, I should know this. The Emperor is Aries. The Emperor is Aries. I want you to make a commitment to yourself today that whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is you're launching this week, whatever this new thing is that you're like, this is going to be it. This is it. I want you to give it to the end of April before you decide to give up and try something new. Do not do anything else. Do not add anything. Don't be like Christmas time. Oh, I'm going to start a new business. No, focus on one thing. Absolutely one thing, and see it to the end, and see it to the point where it should be showing results, because everybody wants this instant results. And I'm just like, when did we change as a society to believe that on day one people should be making millions of dollars, or on the first week at their new job they should be promoted to management, or whatever it is in your life? Just give it time. Baby steps, let it grow organically. You know, don't be trying to rush something to the point that you're overwhelmed and then you give up and your business fails. A lot of businesses fail because they get too successful too fast, and they don't have the structures in place to handle the amount of business they're receiving. And then people walk away, the business collapses, right? So look at this in every area of your life. Where am I pushing something to grow faster than it really organically should be growing? And then just focus on one thing. You know, if you're trying to lose weight, because this is always a good example, you know, if you eat a salad tonight and go for a 20-minute walk, you're not going to see a big difference. But a lot of people would give up and say, well, I stepped on the scale the next day, I hadn't lost any weight. Okay, so do it again the next day. Keep doing it until you start seeing those results. Start, you know what I mean? And then keep building on that. But you've got to give it time. You've got to give it effort and energy. So if you're like, today, all right, as soon as Halloween's done, I'm going to stop eating all the Halloween candy, and I'm going to go on a diet, and I'm going to exercise. I'm going to take care of me. Give it to the end of April. Give it to the end of Aries season. And then see how you feel before you give up on anything. Before you start taking Ozempic, by the way, that will kill you. Allegedly, my opinion only, okay? But we're seeing the data coming out on the whole Ozempic thing, and it's not good. It's not good. You can go to the health food store and get pretty potent supplements that will do the same thing. You know, go to an anti-inflammation person. There's people online who coach people through anti-inflammation. You know, there's all kinds of things. Go to the doctor and find out if maybe there's some other issues going on before you give up on everything and start taking drugs and injections and whatever else to lose weight or whatever it is you're doing. Do you see what I mean? That's a good example, because there's lots of ways that we can go about that. So if your problem is, you know, your house needs to be redone, or your business or your work or your education, whatever it is, just apply the same principle. See it to the end of April and then decide how you feel. Okay? You got to give it a good effort. And that's something that a lot of people these days don't do. And it's really sad, because I just think if you just stuck with it, you would have seen the light at the end of the tunnel. You would have seen the success. You would have gotten over the hump. All right. Fourth card. This is some tough love. And I'm not going to apologize for it. But if if you're triggered, I'm actually kind of glad, because it means you see yourself here. Fourth card. What energy will help me step into my power? Look at your achievements. Look at what you've achieved before and tap into that energy to see where you're going. Like, I give this advice to people actually quite a lot, where I'm like, go and look back at where you've achieved something. How did you do that? Take all those principles and apply it now. There's a lot of stuff that's just rinse and repeat. You know, I saw somebody whose YouTube channel blew up the first week. And so then he did another video to talk about why his channel blew up. And he said, I'm not a new YouTuber. I just applied everything I learned on all my other YouTube channels, released a video, and boom, everything I applied worked. And I went viral the first day and achieved monetization within a week. And here I am. And that's rare, but he used all of the things he'd learned over the last 15 years on YouTube and applied it to that one video and came out the gate. So do the same thing. Just take everything that's worked for you in the past and apply that again. And the people who've helped you open doors, maintain those relationships. The actions that you've taken that improve your life, keep doing them. Invite them back into your life. You know, get back to that practice, and you will start to see the shifts. This is a really potent reading, especially for as we're approaching the end of the year. So I hope you take it to heart. Don't forget to click like, click subscribe, leave a comment. If you're somebody who never leaves comments, comment and tell me why. And of course, the links are in the description for everything. As ever, have a magical day.